Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Celeste Silver Cord here. As always, if you want a ring or anything else like that, the links are below. To join us for more magic cards and more, you can always join us at our group, the Coven, the Silver Cord, on Facebook. Um, Even if you just make a Facebook just to join our group, you don't have to have a profile picture or anything else like that. You just have to answer the questions so that I know you're not a robot. And then, yeah, to learn more about the spells that we do and the spirals and the energy that we work with and, all that good stuff from the 143. Ooh, look at this on. Ooh, that's really bright. Too bright? Well, I think that's too bright. That's a little bit too much there. Well, here we go, guys. Now, I don't know. These are some. I already pulled some cards this morning because I didn't really have a topic to start with today. This morning message: Tsunammi, wake up call. Are you the wave, or is the wave coming for you? It's going to be an important question today. It's going to be an important question today. Who is gilded by regret? Who's stuck in a situation hoping that it's going to go back to the way it was in the beginning? Who can't accept that people have changed? Who made a mistake in the past, you can't live past it, but you continue to stay in a cycle with somebody that no longer trusts you, or you can feel the disconnect? This is the person who's about to get the wake-up call. Whoever's blinding themselves is about to get the Tsunammi wake-up call. This is the only card like this in the Earth Magic deck. This is the Tower card of the Earth Magic deck. Now, we have been in a massive retrograding cycle for the first half of this year. And that has, and I always say this for every retrograde, every planet is highlighting certain aspects that it is bringing change to. It is bringing to the forefront all these different problems in different areas for everybody and globally. Yeah, and you should have been addressing them. And if you haven't, the planets are going to start going direct starting this month. Uranus is going direct first on the 15th. And then it is going to be the domino effect going forward. Everything that's happened over the last few months, you should be working past. You got the sacrifice card here. Sacrifice card came out with the new promise card. So somebody has been sacrificing too much of themselves. And it's time to make a final sacrifice. The sacrifice this is talking about is it's time to make those sacrifices in your life to change it for the better. This is the sacrifice where you are the tsunami for somebody else. You have been fighting it and 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 hoping that it'll go back to the beginning and clinging on to the good times, but it has just been getting worse and worse and worse, and the good times have not been getting less and less and less, and the bad times are more and more and more. And now it comes down to the sacrifice. Yeah, what are you willing to let go of? Who are you willing to let go of to be able to move forward? And it came out with the new promise card, or the new moon promise card. And this card is not just about promises you made to other people. This card is about promises you have made to yourself. You have promised yourself things in this life. And you have promised you wouldn't do certain things. And you promised that yourself that you would be, things that would make you happy, the kind of life you want. Did you want the romance and the sitting and watching sunsets, but your partner is not like that at all? Did you promise yourself all these, that this is the kind of life you wanted and that's not what you're getting? Did you promise yourself, you would further your education, but you haven't? Or you would do something nice for yourself, but you're always dissuaded. What promises have you not been keeping to yourself? What promises to yourself have you been sacrificing to stay gilded in a gilded relationship? This is gilded regret. This is you're staying because of money. Because you're too scared to financially do it on your own. But here's the thing. The tsunami's coming. You can sit there and say it was a shock, but if you were standing on the beach and the water all starts washing away from the beach, you either stand there and go, oh, what's going on? And just wait for the wave to rock you inland, or you get up and you start moving and making plans. I have a hurricane headed straight to my area. I have plans in place. In case it gets bad. And I think it's going to get bad? No, it's only a Cat 1. That's not a big deal. But I do have a bug out box. I have my camping gear ready to go. If the storm gets too bad, too close, I can get out of here. So this is a wake-up call. You see something's coming, or you sense something's coming, or you know you are on the verge of having to do something drastic, right? That's probably going to be a shock to everyone else around you. This is here or there, because it is tarot. It is one way or the other. One person is about to shake things up, and the other person is about to get blindsided. What deck should I use today? Let me look at this one. Got a lot going on. I'm telling you, this full moon should be empowering you to start making some adjustments. Definitely watch the full moon video that I did. And with Mars and Aries, I said, it's not about making everything into a knockdown, drag out fight. You don't, I mean, it's all as dramatic as you want to make it. If you know how certain people are going to react, then start making your plans in a way where you are calculating in how you know these people are going to react. A lot of you guys are on your way out the door, or you're on your way of putting someone out the door, or ending a toxic tie, something of those nature. And you know that the person that you're going to say, enough is enough. This doesn't have to mean your relationship. Like I said, I've always talked about this. This could be a bestie that seems to cause a lot of drama, or a family member that seems to cause a lot of drama, or it could be your partner. But either way, it's time to make a decision on how you want to proceed forward and get out of this trap that everybody's in. And if you want to get out of the trap, sometimes you got to be the tsunami wave. Let's see what the regular cards have to say about this situation. Okay. Good morning. A quiet bunch in here today, huh? All right. So let's see what's going on here. Someone's fired up. Someone's passionate. Someone is remembering those little promises they have made to themselves, and they're ready to start making moves in this. But you are 8 of Swords in it right now. You are standing in the blindfold. This is surrounded by swords in a regular deck. In this case, you're standing on your balcony, and you're just kind of observing what's going on right now, which sometimes is the smartest thing you can do. You are paying attention. You are overseeing what everybody else is doing. You're putting your little feelers out on what you can do. You are checking to see what will happen, and just watching how people are reacting to certain things. So that way, when you do go to make your move, you know what you're doing. The Joker. Now, I like this card in this deck because it's actually kind of 6 of Swordsy. You are getting ready to move on. And yes, you are wearing a bit of a mask right now, but that is because you're having to for the situation that you are in. Sometimes it is a necessary sacrifice to just keep the peace a little bit longer until you can figure out how best to proceed and you're moving on. Okay? Now, I have this guy here. He's the Jack of Swords here, the King of Cups. This is the Jack of Swords. Really is he's opinionated and he's hasty. And the King of Cups, he's so loving and sweet. And this is this person is pulling on the player energy. So don't worry about it. If this is the person you're leaving behind, don't worry about him. He's going to be just fine. They're going to be just fine, I promise you. Yeah, they're going to play the big, I can't live without you. I will die without you. I don't know what no, I can, anybody who's going to threaten to kill themselves if you leave, that is the ultimate narcissist card. The ultimate narcissist card. And just from personal experience, almost every relationship I've ever had end, the dude has said that to me. They are all still alive. Don't worry about this guy. He's going to be fine. He has options. You have options. You just don't know it yet because you're still dealing with other things, which is fine. You don't need to be worrying about how many other cups somebody else is sipping out of. But this is my player card. This is my, yeah. This person already has options. If they're not already entertaining other options, they have no problems finding other options once you are gone. And I know that, may sound like it hurts, but it is in your favor that they are like that. Good morning, honey. It is in your favor. If you have someone in your life who has no problems running out anytime you guys get in a fight and finding somebody to hit on or whatever, or flirt with or any of that shit, don't worry about them. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. And it's in your favor because as soon as they find someone else to cling to, you are officially off the hook. It's sad, but that kind of narcissistic love is, the only way they get over it is when they attach themselves to somebody else. And then, of course, they'll mess it up with that person and try to come back, and then they'll find somebody else. And they'll do that for a while until they settle on a solid victim. All right. Let's see what the regular tarot has to say. I'll just recap the top cards. We're talking about living in the past to the point where you're obsessing about the good times, but you're not recognizing that the good times aren't coming back. There's a tsunami coming. There's sacrifices that are going to have to be made, and it's all going to come down to what did you promise yourself before you got into these situations? What were you doing for you before you got distracted by all this stuff? I told you my big message with this Lionsgate activation is you are activating me or you're distracting me, and distractions got to go. Emergencies, family, your kids, all that. Excuse me. They can be distracting, but they're not a constant distraction. Anybody who's a constant distraction is a problem. Anybody who encourages you to slack on something that you're working on. Anybody who knows you're on a diet but still insists on trying to get you to eat unhealthy. Good morning. Anybody, anybody who's like underhandedly trying to sabotage you. They might not even be realizing they're doing it. They think they're doing something nice. Like I said, you're on a diet, yet They're coming home with a candy bar every day for you, or ice cream, or whatever, and they're trying to sabotage your diet. Why? Why? If they genuinely, truly loved you and were trying to help you accomplish your promises that you've made for yourself, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't bring in temptation all the time. Just saying, these are things to think about, guys. All right. Got the Empress. All about watering the ground that you stand on. This is about nurturing yourself and doing what is best for you and the lives of which you are genuinely not in control of, but responsible for. You know, little lives that you're responsible for. Do you have animals, pets, kids, anything that if it didn't have you to take care of it every day would die? This is what you need to be focusing on. Anybody else is a temporary person. Good morning. Works. While you're stuck in the Eight of Wands, observing your surroundings right now and making your plans, keep working on your skills. Keep finding little ways to hone up these skills that you've been working on. Anyway, you know, if you're looking for a new job, if this is all job related and not love related, and the tsunami is you're about to lose your shit at work, keep working on your skills, honing your resume, honing your skills. Maybe look into a class or something like that. Eight of Swords is right under here. It's right under the mask, but planning escape Joker card here. It's time to cut the puppet strings. And if people are going to use puppet strings to manipulate you, it's kind of time to turn it around. They've been pulling your strings the whole time, and now you have recognized the cycles. You see exactly how they react to certain things that you say or do whenever you try to make a move. It's time to be the puppeteer yourself and take some control over your world and what is going on around you, so that you can make the shifts necessary. Like I said, people are either going to be getting a tsunami or you will be the tsunami for somebody else. This person is distracting you from being able to see where you want to go. Three of Wands is even virtue in this deck, and it is reversed. Not only do they distract you from where you want to go, they distract you from who you even want to be. You know, they make you even question your own virtues. Now, check this out. King of Cups on top of the King of Cups. So this is someone who is very in control of their emotions, who knows how to fill their own cup and take care of themselves. This is someone who is emotionally stable. So that could even be your energy, where this person is all distracting and there's all kinds of puppet strings and manipulation. While you're gaining control over this, you're gaining control over your own cup, aren't you? You're starting to not allow these people to manipulate you. They can't trip you anymore. They can't make you spill your cup anymore. I say that too. It's very important when you're getting away from these kind of connections. You can't allow them to get you to make a scene. That's the game. That is the game. Whenever you're like shaking things up, people will go out of their way. And like I said, this doesn't even have to be a love relationship. This is a job thing that you're getting ready to leave because of a certain person, or you're getting ready to rat somebody out at work or whatever. Whoever's tsunami you're bringing in, their objective is to make you lose control so that you look like the bad guy. And I know this is a game my ex-husband used to play with me all the time. He would pick a fight with me. It would be something along the lines of, he would say he was going to do something for me, and then when he can't do it, like child support or whatever, and as soon as he hits a hiccup where he can't do it, he'll pick a fight with me and then use that fight as an excuse to do what he was going to do anyway. And he'd be like, this is exactly why I'm not doing that for you. I'm like, no. Actually, the fight started because you said you weren't going to do it. So how is the fight that happened after that responsible for the fact of you're not doing it? Be mindful of those kind of games. That's how they get you guys. That's how people trick you. That's how the narcissist gets you. So once you release the player energy here, the person that has all these options and sticks them in your face, that's when you are opened up to start heading for the 10 of Cups. You guys spend so much time trying to save these toxic connections, and you have no idea how freeing it is once you let go. I know it's scary and everything else at first, but it's not. It's just your comfort zone. It's just change. It's just change. And the problem is you're already uncomfortable because you're ready to evolve past whatever the situation is. The retrogrades have been highlighting it. Everything that's been going on in the world has been highlighting it. This is the reason we all got locked into our houses and stuck with just our bubble for the last few months. This has all been to get you guys ready to do this. It's all been to highlight these issues for y'all so you know what changes you need to make. And like I said, I mean, you can pretend to be oblivious if you want to, but you either do it for yourself or the universe is going to do it for you. And if you don't do it now, all these problems are going to re-arise. Right before the holidays. I promise you. Whatever Venus retrograde and the retrogrades brought up the last few months, if it has not been resolving by now, or you're not at least working together to resolve y'all's issues with these connections, damn, something's trying to shut me up. If it is the same damn problem it was 3-4 months ago, it's going to be this problem again in 3-4 months. Just telling you. No, that's rough, but that's how retrogrades work. They will keep highlighting it until you address it. All right. All right, so let's do the full recap. Let my head out. It is Sunday. Whew, I'm a little tired today myself. All right, so the Dark Mirror cards that I pulled this morning were Gilded Regret. And this is just what I was talking about. This is you like your comfort zone. Like you like your surroundings. You like your stuff. You like the money that's coming in. You like all that else. You like a lot of aspects of what's going on, but the problem is you're not really happy. You haven't been for a while, and you keep looking into the past like, oh, just maybe we can be happy like that again. If we could just get back to where we were then we'll be happy with all this stuff again, right? Then we'll be happy. It's a gilded cage, guys. It's just a gilded cage. And the longer you stay, the more you're going to regret. It's time to make some sacrifices. It's time to stand up and start fighting for what it is you believe in and what it is you want out of life and where it is you are going. You should have already been asking yourself the hard questions of who are you? What do you want? Because whether you do it or whether someone else does it, a tsunami is coming. The wake-up call is coming for a lot of people. And a lot of them are going to be very shocked because you have done such a good job of just fronting like you've been as happy as you were in the beginning for so long that they're going to be like, I can't believe you've been on. And that's sad, because a genuine partner, even if you're faking it, will know that you are unhappy. They'll know. They should sense it. You know, your partners, you should be that connected. And if you're disconnected enough that you've been able to fake it this long, time to make some sacrifices so that you can move forward in your life. It's that tsunami wake-up call. You will either be the wave for someone, or the wave will come with you. You can do it, or the universe will do it for you. I used to think, you know, you had to initiate everything. No, the universe will do it for you eventually if you don't do it. Go ahead and keep ignoring it. And stand there on the beach as the waves wash out and the beach starts getting further and further and the water gets further and further away, and just stand there and wait for the wave to come in. Which some people, that is their plan. They're like, what? I see this person is already getting ready to mess everything up, so I might as well just sit back for a second and just give them a second to mess it all up. And then I'll just deal with it afterwards. Or you could be the wave. You could be the one to say, this is enough. And just, I always say that I'm I don't know if it's the Aries triple fire sign thing, but when I'm in a relationship or something like that, when it's no longer fun, when the game's no longer fun, I have no problems flipping the whole table. I'm a bit dramatic and flary like that. But remember, it's always as dramatic as you want to make it. Being in control of your emotions is the key. This is the new moon promise. This full moon is coming, and it's time to start asking yourself, what have you promised yourself? This is not about promises to other people. These are promises you made to yourself, especially when you were younger. Who are you? Who do you want to be? What things do you genuinely want out of life? All right? Don't beat yourself up for making the wrong choice. There's no such thing as the wrong choice or the wrong decision. You learn something about you, and you learn something about other people in every situation. Like I said, this could be jobs. This could be your love life. Does not matter. You promised yourself certain things. If you are miserable at your job, then you need to start looking. You know what I'm saying? It's because the tsunami's coming. You can't just keep going through the motions and choking that down. Eventually, someone's going to explode. You or another person. Someone's going to tsunami it. All right? Undercurrents. I see people are really rediscovering their passions right now. Being smart. This is the Eight of Wands. Now, this is what are you talking about? Ugh. Yeah, hear with that shit, Sean. This is the Eight of Swords. But this is a choosing to be in the Eight of Swords. So right now, because of everything that's going on, this is pre-tsunami, you're just sitting up on the balcony, you're paying attention to what's going on around you, right? You're just observing, you're just making your plans, you're just quietly keeping it to yourself, but you see what's coming, you see, and you're making your plans for it. Here's the Joker card. This is like the Six of Swords cards in other decks, but the Joker there. This is, you got a mask up front right now, but in the back, you're getting on your boat and you're getting ready to go. Sean, I don't think you realize you're typing in a chat room and not to your friends. Nobody knows what you're talking about, man. I'm about to boot you if you don't stop. This is you moving on in the background. You're making your plans already. This is, don't be opinionated or hasty. Be in control of your emotions. And yeah, this is the opportunity card. This is Seven of Cups. This is the player energy card. This is multiple options. You or the other person has multiple options. Don't ever forget that you do have more options. Okay? Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. I have have no idea what you're talking about, man. Not a fucking clue. I have somebody over here, he's talking about, do you want to still buy a pound of bud for $500? They need to let Jeff know. Who does this on a YouTube live? Even if I was a drug dealer, I wouldn't be doing it on YouTube fucking live, dude. You're special, huh, baby? Oh, you're special. I'm sorry, boo-boo. Yeah. You know what your tsunami's going to be? The fucking police showing up at your house because you're an idiot. What are you doing? I have no idea who you are. Hold on a second, man. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am still learning my buttons here. Remove you, dude. Oh, that's just removing the message. Hide user. Report user. Put user in timeout. I could put you in timeout. Ooh, you guys better act right. I could put you in timeout. Timeout too. And I reported you because you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. There was a little bit of my fire sign showing. That's what I was looking for. It didn't have the block option, so I went ahead and I reported him as being harassing. What dude? Who pops into somebody's random thing? I have no idea who the hell that is. He's never been in here before. And I don't know who he thinks he's talking to, but I mean, come on now. A 37-year-old mother of two Boy Scout mom. Get the hell out of my chat room, man. Take care of yourselves, guys. Don't be afraid to water the ground that you stand on. Those in the lives around you that you are directly responsible for. Those that would die without you are all the things that you were responsible for. Anybody who can take care of themselves needs to start taking care of themselves. You take care of you. Work on your skills. Keep working on them. Definitely don't beat yourself up about little imperfections and stuff like that. Whatever skills you've been working on are skills you need to continue working on. You will only get better. It's like muscle memory. And the skills can be anything. Meditation, if you're getting ready to start exercising, whatever skills you're working on, keep working on them. You will get better. It becomes muscle memory. Eight of Swords. Now this is reversed. When you are ready to step down out of the balcony area and overseeing and start making moves, you make sure that you are in control of the strings of what's going on. All right? I know nobody likes to be manipulative and stuff. It feels like you're being manipulative. You're not. You are the double king of hearts right now. You are completely in control of your emotions and handling your business. I said, with these energies mixed together, whoever is distracting you, you got to find a way to separate yourself from that person because they're keeping you from seeing where you want to go. So you be in control of those puppet strings. If somebody's going to be manipulating a situation, it's going to be you, and you're going to be manipulating it to get you to the best place possible. King of Cups. You can fill your own cup. You know how to love you enough. You know what makes you happy and what you need to be happy, right? And you are responsible for your own cup. Stop allowing people to trip you up and let you spill your emotions all over the place, all right? you're responsible for your cup. If you handed it to somebody and they spit in it and handed it back to you, just accept it. You learned your lesson. Don't hand my cup to people like that anymore. Be more responsible with my cup. But I am worthy enough to keep moving forward, and I am in control, and they are not going to trigger me and make me look like the jackass anymore. And then once you are in full power of yourself, you are open to that 10 of Cups love energy. A lot of people stay in these toxic places and bonds, and the reason you can't manifest better is because you're either waking up every day in a relationship you hate or waking up and going to a job you hate every day. And that is blocking your abundance frequency, because that waking up with dread every day sucks. It's time to tsunami that shit. Either do it yourself or the universe will eventually do it for you, because you're casting the vibrations that it needs to end. It says, just like the Tower card. It's not like anybody didn't see these coming. You guys have had, you've had all these months of retrogrades highlighting all these issues. Our magic cards for the day. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your guides and angels. So you are being assisted. People are, your guides and your spirit guides and your angels and all of them are all working in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if the tsunami doesn't feel like it's in your favor, it actually was in your favor. And they will help you get through it. You will survive, I promise. And they are trying to guide you. You just have to be open to their guidance. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. Like I said, once you are out of that dread frequency and once you are done making this big shift, you are open to the abundant frequency in a career that you like and where you can actually start climbing ladders. There we go. Locked up for a second. Triple spiral, listening to the divine wisdom and joyful learning of life's lessons. The game's supposed to be fun, guys. It's supposed to be fun. We did not come here to be miserable. You are not fated to suffer. That is another card. It's supposed to be fun. And when it's no longer fun, and you can't find anything to be fun about, and you're in more of a dread, then it's time to make the shift. It's time to just go ahead, accept the wake-up call that major changes need to be made. Remember what you've promised yourself, not what you've promised everybody else in the world, because a lot of people have been breaking their promises to you. What have you promised you in this life? And then you need to go with that, okay? All right, y'all. I think that is enough time for today. I love you so much. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I appreciate y'all very much. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Spank the bell. If you would like to join us for more, the Coven, the Silver Core on Facebook, that link is below as well, and for readings or anything else. All right. I love y'all. Blessed be.